Welcome to Veteran Exposed Toxins, your go-to educational hub and support network. Battling the VA for veteran jet fuel and other toxic exposure disability benefits. We offer the training resources of our YouTube channel and our www.veteranexposedtoxins.com website with the latest in artificial intelligence through VetBot.
Aloha, everybody. All right. Good afternoon and aloha to everybody. Again, I'm Congressman Ed Case. I represent Hawaii's 1st Congressional District. My district runs from Honolulu all the way to Mililani and to Kapolei, 700,000+ people. But long history of our congressional delegation is that we all represent the whole state. And so I consider that I represent everybody in our state focused on my district.
Thank you, Congressman. Name's Rick Green, active duty 74 to 80, active reserve for a few years after that. U.S. Navy. I wanted to touch on a couple of things real quickly that you already spoke about. The first one was on technology and VA, and the second one was PACT Act. Starting with the PACT Act, there's a big, giant, gaping hole in the PACT Act right now related to jet fuel exposures. Congressman from Virginia, Spanberger, last year, she tried to get something done for us, and I think it got sucked up into the PACT Act, and it ended up that the VA just has to give a report within 12 months of passage. Of course, they haven't done that either, but that's something else you could look into. From the VA website, health effects may include irritation to unprotected skin, eye, upper respiratory, fatigue, breathing difficulty, headaches, dizziness, and sleep disturbances. I got them all. I submitted a claim. They're in my health records. Denied, lack of service connection. So I'll be appealing. I don't need casework on that. I know what I'm going to do to fix that problem. My problem is all of these things are related to hundreds of thousands of veterans, flight line guys in the Air Force, people on carriers. They were exposed to the same kind of chemicals that were in burn pits. But I guess they're much healthier if you get them at sea. It's crazy. So that's something I feel needs a lot of attention. Secondly, technology at the VA. Their VA website chatbot is horrible as far as trying to help a veteran to figure out how they need to pursue a claim. And it's ridiculous. I created a website, I created a chatbot that is essentially an artificial intelligence VSO, and it will help guide a veteran all the way through the process, show them how to submit their claim, tell them what they need to do. The VA could do that for us. They should be doing that. By statute, they have to do that, but they're not doing it. So that's my comment.
Thank you. Thank you so much on both counts. I think I said it, we have unfinished business in the area of toxic substance exposure. And I'm sorry we didn't get the jet fuel covered in the PACT Act. That was a very difficult act to get passed. We did get it passed. I don't know the inside story of why that went from a covered situation to a report. I suspect it was some kind of effort to get the thing through Congress. I'll go look at where that report is right now. If the report should have been submitted, it should be submitted. I can definitely do that. There are bills in Congress right now on some of them that would expand the PACT Act. And this is one of those areas, as you point out, there are gaping holes in it. We covered a lot of veterans with what we should have been doing. And it wasn't just the burn pits, it was a number of other areas. So very specific chemicals in very specific areas, but that was a large number of our veterans that were exposed. But as you pointed out, there's whole areas that are not covered yet. And so that's going to be a years-long effort. And I believe that people that were exposed should not have to go through extensive proof of service connection process. So I hope you rethink the casework side of it. Sometimes we get a result that we don't expect. Please consider whether to use us on at least making your inquiry to see if we can establish service connection to start with. Number one. Number two, I'm not going to defend the VA's technology. I already talked about electronic health records. I already talked about the Mission Act, which has a lot of technological aspects to it. I have not been on that website, at least recently, that you talked about. You're correct. I don't know why it's such a clunky website, especially in this day and age where you can do a much better one. So that's definitely worth an inquiry for me. So if you want to give my staff or can give my staff the details, I think we have it already. I think we just need to go check out what you've referred me to and ask the question. I don't really know whether the VA is trying to improve it or not. I suspect they are, because this has come up with in hearings, but it is a tough, big beast to get into the modern age, to be really blunt about it.
Stay connected for more insights, tools, and updates. We will be continuing to use artificial intelligence to develop and improve VetBot and provide additional resources on the website and YouTube as your ally in the march to victory. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell to receive additional tools, updates, notice of new resources, and videos.